there. But right now, they're kind of just looking at each other really hard. Ra1n throws out a side light and an end light. And finally getting some more hits organized together, speeding up the pace a little bit.
Oh yeah, Ra1n definitely playing a
Nope, they're
little bit
looking at each other again.
slower. I mean, yeah, both of these players kind of just focused on the neutral. Oh, okay,
Um,
yeah.
yeah,
Mm,
they're having a competitive staring competition. They're staring at each other really hard and hoping that KOs. It's a solid strategy because it doesn't allow them to build damage on you very easily, but the D-Light Stare is going to be enough to KO Leo early on. I want to say early on, but we were almost a full minute into that stock. That's pretty average, I want to say.
yeah. I mean, I guess it seems like Ra1n is more so focused on the pressure, and the Leo is kind of just waiting for the right time to throw out these SIGs, but he's just not really finding it this game. And Ra1n starting to dominate here on these gauntlets. I mean, he's catching a lot of 2 hits. I mean, the D-Light Sair is going to be enough, especially when he can punish the dodge with the D-Light ground pound. And this might be a 3 stock here in game 1.
Yeah, definitely looking like it. A lot better of navigation around those 6 than we saw from Tortino earlier. I did see him dodge a side stick earlier just about perfectly. And I think
Uh,
Leo's game plan,
uh, I mean, he wasn't
it's a
even
little
throwing
bit
out
crumbling,
attacks.
yeah.
Oh,
Side sig, 3 stock. So we have officially concluded that Leo's strategy of heavy signature use, to put it one way, will not be very effective against a player like Ra1n.
wow, and he pulls out the Vector. I think I know what to expect here. But yeah. I mean, in that last stock, it seemed like he had just given up. I think we saw like an entire like 15 seconds where he just didn't throw out a single attack and he just kept getting hit. And I mean, Ra1n just kept hitting him because he could. But now we see the Leo on the Vector here. I would assume that he's gonna have a similar game plan, just using different SIGs. He's still on the bow here, getting started off. Definitely throwing out more attacks than before, looking a little bit more confident. Already has his opponent in yellow. Yeah,
Well,
Ra1n not able to find a way in. The bow is seeming
uh,
untouchable. Finally able to get some hits here.
oh, a little bit more than some. I guess he's still got unanswered hits right now. But yeah, this Vector, he's a little bit more sturdy. I believe he has 5 or 6 defense as opposed to his previous character Ember's maximum of 4. So he can be a little bit
Mm.
riskier with his gameplay. Not that
Oh,
risky though. Oh, barely making it back. Is he gonna be able to make it back from that? Yes, just barely. An exhaust recovery and another recovery immediately after as soon as he touches the wall to make it back. But right now, he's still looking slightly in the favor of Ra1n as he takes that stock with a ladder of nairs.
yeah. I mean, it seemed like at first Ra1n just wasn't used to the matchup. Both players staring a little bit there, and I don't know. The Leo just comes out with a D-Sig and it just hits. And wow, we see him
Oh,
with the emote and now the jitter
uh-oh.
step, but he still hasn't taken the stock. He needs to do that before Ra1n gets a big lead, punishing that dodge there and
Oh,
getting a big
okay. All
extension here
right.
with the
See,
gauntlets.
see, you poked the bear, brother. You poked the bear, and now you're in orange. So I hope this was a helpful lesson learned. Not to talk. Okay, well, we're doing it again. We have
Wow.
learned nothing. We have learned nothing from our past mistakes, and we might be getting clipped later in the future.
The Leo definitely playing. I mean, it seems like his playstyle is really more so focused on destroying his opponent's mental as a like with the 6 spam and now the emotes. But he really needs to focus on the gameplay here. I mean, he's evened up the damage, but I think Ra1n is trying to figure out what's going on and then adapting slowly. Um, as soon as Ra1n gets started, though, he usually follows up pretty big, but the Leo coming with the
Ooh.
GC Insig at the top of the stage, and I mean, maybe Ra1n is actually a little bit confused here. We see
Yeah,
another D-Sig coming out, it's just like the SIGs, I just don't get it.
Yeah, I see a lot of upsets usually come from a way of a player being so unfamiliar with their opponent and unfamiliar with their style of play that they just really know how to counter it because they haven't seen it in so long. They don't know what the answer is. The earliest example I can think of this is probably Java back in 2021, or you can go to this year. We can do Markimu earlier in the year. I believe at the first trial of this year, because
Mm-hmm.
nobody knew Markimu before that first trial, but he popped off. Like, I think he got like what, seventh or ninth, something like that. Crazy.
Yeah. But I mean, it seems like the rain, not the rain. Rain has figured out the matchup here now. Um, Getting Gauntless extensions again, he's able to punish that D-Sig with the D-Light Sayer. He has his opponent off stage. He might be able to get the Gimp here, and the side
Oh,
Sig is going to close
taunt
out
to
game
get
2.
bodied. True combo. Has never failed a single instance in the past.
The Leo leaves?
So I'm looking at chat right
Oh,
now. He's he just
oh,
forfeited.
there's no way. You
Uh
can't go out like that, bro.
uh
You can't you can't emote, jitter step, then emote, lose the game and then forfeit?
in all my years of Brawlhalla, I have never seen anything like this.
There's no way. I I don't know what to say. I mean, just like,
Uh
wow.
yeah, so Ray takes the set 3-0. He's gonna be moving on.